Hello, so this video is going to be about the professional plan feature that's called link cards to multiple labels. I'm doing a series of videos on all the different features on the different plans, so you can subscribe to our channel if you want to get notified. So for this feature, an important thing to note is if you're on the free, light, or essentials tiers, this feature is not available, so you can clone cards in those plans, but they will not be linked. What that means is, let's say I click on one of these and I go down here and I clone it. Okay, so now I have two of these. I get a red exclamation mark, kind of, you can click on that to see what it tells you. But basically, it's warning me that, let's say I want to move this to glitters. So I moved one of them to glitters and I kept one of them here. And I want it, let's say, actually, let's rename this to something that might make, let's say I want to call this, I don't know, specials, my specials, okay? So this is special and it's also a solid, let's say, right? So this one is in specials. This one is in solids. If I change the quantity here to 2, you'll see this one still says 1, right? Some people change both to 2 thinking that they're offering 2, but you're actually offering 4, and that means you can oversell, and that's why we have these red exclamation marks, because we don't want you to accidentally oversell. There is some legitimate, reasons you might want that, but just a warning. So now on the professional plan, what you can do instead of this cloning feature is, let me go back here. So when I drag this to specials, it'll show up this yellow thing. It'll ask me, do I want to keep it in solids as well? Okay, just look. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to click on it. So now I'm keeping it in solids, and it's also in specials. Which one was it? Was it Aberdeen that I just it was all fired up, I think. Yeah, so it's this one that's now in solids and specials. That you'll see when, you'll see both labels, tabs, same thing, in both. Now, if I change this quantity to 5, the one that's in specials will also change to 5 because they are linked, right? I am not offering a total of 10. I'm only offering 5. And it's okay. I'm not going to oversell, right? They just show up. They're linked in both labels. One important thing to note is, as far as discounts go, it uses the first label in the sequence, okay? So it'll only follow the discount that's specified for the solids label, if you have different discounts for different labels. Now, if you wanted it to follow the discount for specials instead, you can change primary label used for discounts. And I can, in this case, there's only 2, so I'm just going to press specials, and then now specials scooted over to the first position. Now it'll follow the discount for specials. Another important thing to note is if I decided to, let's say, hide everything in specials from public, it will, I think it ends up hiding it. I think it ends up all fired up, right? I think it ends up hiding it from solids as well. So let's take a look. Okay, yeah, it ended up hiding it from solids. So you can see the other label is completely hidden because I hid the whole label, and then the ones that overlap are also hidden. Okay, and then there's also some nuances like for locking. I don't remember. So let's see what happens, when I do that for locking. So let's unhide. Let's try to lock it instead. So you'll see, yeah, so there's actually two cards that are in both labels right now. So the 1 and 4 and all fired up. So yeah, they're locked, I think, in both. Okay, so let's see. View as guess. 1 and 4 and all fired up. 1 and 4 is here. Item locked by seller, item locked by sellers, and then in specials, it's also showing locked. Okay, so regardless of which label you're in, it'll be locked, as long as it's in one of the labels that was locked. Actually, let me double check that because we were doing it to the specials, right? Because it just occurred to me that the first label in both was specials. So let's try doing it to solids. So if I hid solids, okay, and now I'm in specials, let's see if we see those 2 in guess mode. Okay, we still don't. And then let's try one more combination, which is to lock solids. I'm going to unhide and I'm going to lock from selling. So everything in solids is locked. So these 2 should be locked. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, okay, so it works for both labels. So it's only discounts that looks at just the first label. For the hiding and the locking, it's any label, it'll apply. And I think one more thing to show you is you can also lock at the card level. So let me unlock it from here. Okay, so if I hide this, hide from public, right? It'll be hidden in both solids and specials. And then same here, if I lock it from selling, it'll lock it in both. Okay, so let's double check that. So 1 and 4 should be hidden and all fired up should be locked. Okay, 1 and 4 should be hidden. 1 and 4 is hidden and all fired up is locked in both. Okay, so yeah, locking it at the card level, at the label level will work. We'll treat them as a single card. All right, that's it.